Haskell of Macon, Georgia, want to follow in Jim Rogers' footsteps, as they put it, and travel and see the world. Before they exchanged their I-do's, they swapped financial statements. Ed was in the military, and the GI Bill paid for his college education, so he incurred no debt. And when it came time to purchase anything from clothing to a car, he paid cash. Like millions of Americans, Debbie took out a loan to fund her education, and she started paying the money back after graduation. So Ed decided to get their financial house in order even before they were living in it.
Before we were married, I had a car that he paid for, and I was putting all the money out of my salary into retirement. So I said, I guess this is true that he's made a commitment to marry me at this point.
I'm glad you didn't walk at that point.
And to this day, they remain debt-free. Their strategy? They live off of one salary and invest the other. And they contribute the maximum amount allowed to Debbie's retirement account in order to lower their taxable income.
Ed, being in the military, does have some of his housing allowance and food allowance that isn't taxable income.
Yeah,
so we do have a little bit of that advantage.
It's tax-free, which is nice.
But we don't own a house, so we don't have that tax break.
And we can't contribute to deductible IRAs anymore because we exceed that limit, that income limit, so there aren't a whole lot of things available. So what we tend to do is we invest in municipal bonds in our income, in the income part of our portfolio, and so that we can lessen the tax rate even further.
Ed and Debbie believe in getting value for every dollar they spend and invest. For instance, when it came time to buy a car, they didn't sacrifice the car of their dreams for one of lesser value. They just bought it used. And when they go on vacation, they sign up for the package deal, everything included, meals and entertainment, for one price.
Reserve Command Center, Captain Haskell, can I help you?
And their strategy seems to be working. What's in their future? They hope to retire by the year 2000, travel, maybe even join the Peace Corps.
I end up asking a lot of questions, and Ed will then talk through a lot of the thoughts that he's having about whether or not this is really going to be possible for us to retire early and travel. And some of the questions I have are questions about what happens then if one of us gets sick, what about insurance, and if that becomes a problem, will that exhaust the kind of nest egg that we might have accumulated? Given good health, it would have been enough, but not if we have those kinds of problems. What did it say that we should use instead of the word public?
One of the things Debbie always tells her students is that research is a powerful tool. And as far as the Haskells go, they are certainly practicing what they preach.
One of the easiest things that we do is just maximize the contributions that I can make to my 403B.
And if you're going to look at investments and you're just putting a little bit away, look at no-load mutual funds. It's the best way to invest. Don't go for the brokerage funds, the load funds. I mean, you're going to have exceptions, but no-load funds are the best way to do it. Cut your expenses so that you've got every dollar working for you. So that, and there are a lot of great no-load mutual fund families.
Can they do it? That's the question. 5 years to go, maybe 6. Then they'll be 40. Then they want to retire. Hang it up with the kind of a nest egg where they won't have to work full-time again. Huh? What do you think? Ed will join us from Atlanta after the break. Debbie will be with us a little bit later in the program. And both will get some investment advice from Hank Schmelzer. He's the president and CEO of the New England Funds with us tomorrow.